welcome back to Nelson All Over Cards and another two-handed playthrough. So today we are doing a user-requested game, and I am very sorry. I looked for about 30 minutes. I could not find the comments on who requested this game, so I apologize that I cannot shout you out, but I tried to find it. But the requested game was a Expert Klaw with, I believe, the Masters of Evil modular set, with only core set cards, which does pose a pretty significant challenge. The core set card pool is fairly limited, and Klaw can come out with a lot of damage and threat and just a lot to handle. And so I am going to try out and do a two-handed playthrough against Expert Klaw using only cards that come in the core set. The heroes that I chose for this challenge are Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, and T'Challa Black Panther. Now, the reason being is that both of these have pretty excellent end-game rush strats, or not necessarily a rush strategy, in-game strategies. And they, in the core set, both of them work pretty good. I'm kind of running Captain Marvel as a support, and then T'Challa is kind of minion control, and then we're going to be using their signature cards to help deal with the damage that we need to defeat Klaw. So that's kind of the idea behind the decks. We'll talk about the decks a little bit more in specifics, but to kind of get an idea of what Klaw is doing is, you know, Klaw gets those two boost cards. He comes out with all of these side schemes. We're going to get a minion. Captain Marvel is our first player, so she's going to get a minion to start out the game. So there's a lot that is being thrown at our heroes starting out. What we will do in the pace of the game is going to look like we are going to get very built out. And what that really kind of looks like is Black Panther is going to get his entire suit out, get ready, thin his deck down. We'll talk about how we're going to do that here in a second so that we can combo off and hit a lot of Wakanda Forevers very frequently, while Captain Marvel is going to hopefully use her energy channels to deal massive amounts of damage. I think a better matchup for Klaw was Captain Marvel and Tony, or Iron Man. I just played that matchup, so I wanted to go with Black Panther instead. But Captain Marvel is probably the strongest in the core set. Maybe Iron Man, depends on what card pool you're using. But I kind of think that Captain Marvel is probably the best with the card pool, and especially just with the core set. So I wanted to bring her, and then T'Challa kind of, or not offsets, but works with her her support. So let's talk about the deck. So T'Challa is running a aggression deck. Got Nick Fury, Mockingbird, Hulk, Tigra, Relentless Assault, First Aid, and the first aids are in here for Captain Marvel's Vision. So we're going to be playing off of the idea that Vision really likes energy resources as well as Captain Marvel. And so Vision, you can spend a resource or energy resource to get +2 to a chosen stat, either thwart or attack each round. And when we do that, we want Vision to stay out. He's a 4 cost, so the first aids in T'Challa's deck are to help with Vision's survivability. 2 uppercuts, a tenacity. Tenacity we're probably not using. It's going to be an emergency button hit to maybe if we need it, but tenacity is in here to just kind of thin the deck a little bit. 2 combat trainings, 1 on Captain Marvel, 1 on T'Challa. 3 tack teams. Again, we're looking at minion control for this aggression build. And so with the Relentless Assaults, the Tigras, T'Challa's suit, everything like that, we are kind of like leaning into that aggression build. So tag team is going to help. We probably will not, unless we are looking at a game end win condition, discard a tag team. Once it goes onto the table, we want it to stay on the table so that we can hit our Wakanda Forevers more frequently. We got powers to pay for everything, and then mansions and helicarriers and everything to round it all out. Now, the options in, I don't think that this is necessarily a great deck. All the deck lists are below in the video description, but your card pool is fairly limited with the core set. For Captain Marvel, we talked about Vision. We're running Maria Hill. And then we're going to try and get Maria Hill onto the table as frequently as possible with Make the Calls. That gives both of our heroes a card draw. I guess both of our characters a card draw. Got Nick and Hawkeye to help out with the minion control. Also, you'll notice Hawkeye has the energy resource. We are running light on energy so far. However, the rest of the deck is made up of almost all energy resources so that we can fuel Captain Marvel's energy channels and everything she wants to do. That's why we're running... I grabbed Warning. I meant to grab 2 more copies of Emergency. Hold on, let me grab those. I was like, those are physical resources. Nope. Okay, so we're running 3 copies of Emergency. Emergency is not a great card, but we can turn it into 2 damage, or we can cycle it using her energy channel ability. Haymakers, we can pay for it if we need it, but again, energies. Lead from the front, we can pay for it, but again, energies. And really, we're looking for that. We're looking for that energy channel, the one where we can dump those energy icons on to deal 10 damage. We got Inspired for Vision, keep him out there a little bit longer. Got Mansions, Helicarriers, and stuff to pay for him. Now we are running a little bit under the ideal cost for Power of Protection or Power of Leadership, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Make the Calls for using them for Maria Hills is 7, 8, 9. So not as many as we would like. We typically want to look for 10. I used to say 8, but Villain Theory, I kind of have subscribed to his thoughts on wanting about 10 targets, but also they are wild resources, so we can use them as lightning. So that's how we are planning on doing Captain Marvel's deck. Now we are going to be running the 2-handed play. We're going to have Captain Marvel go first. Typically, if Maria Hill is in anybody's deck, I like to let them go first, just because if we can get a turn 1 Maria Hill drop, that's going to help benefit and help the other players set up, which is just very, very powerful. So I'm going to go over here. Also, this is a damage token. I do not have enough damage tokens. I do not have enough 10s and 5s. I probably should go on over to buy the same token and see if I can get some more, but I just have not done that yet. But so we'll be using those in the meantime. Alrighty. I feel like I just keep saying this. I am really enjoying the 2-handed plays. I think that they pose some really interesting challenges, and I am coming up with some fun interactions and games. But if you ever have a suggestion on what I should play, please let me know. I'm gonna try and do a better job of keeping those suggestions so that I can make sure to shout those out. If whoever suggested this video sees this video, please comment. I'll go ahead and pin that comment just so everyone knows why I'm doing this. But let's go ahead and do our setup. So we have shuffled our deck. Claw has a couple of setups. We went and found the Immortal Claw. Actually, I'm sorry, the Defense Network, and then the Immortal Claw with the when revealed on stage 2. Then when revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. Now, if this is a Masters of Evil minion, we did get rid of a gang up, which is nice. Okay, so that can be an issue. So Melter, the engaged player must defend against Melter with an ally. If able, he has a 3 attack, so he is pretty nasty. So we will need to figure out how to deal with him. Captain Marvel, starting us out strong with a strength and a power of leadership. Emergency, yikes. There's a Photonic Blast, so that's going to be nice. We can actually take out Melter, maybe. Another Photonic Blast, geez. A Crisis Interdiction. Okay, so this is not a great hand. We're going to go ahead and toss Photonic Blast, Crisis Interdiction, Emergency, and a Power of Leadership. We don't have a target for Power of Leadership. We do have a double here, and so I'd rather just kind of cycle into the cards that we need. So let's go ahead and toss these. We get to draw 4 cards: Cosmic Flight, Emergency, Crisis, and Lead from the front. So the good news is that we're getting all of our bad cards out early. We do have a couple of options for card draw with Captain Marvel, and so we'll probably utilize those over on Carol's side just so that we can have a little bit better of a turn than what we drew into with the mulligan. T'Challa is going to get a Hulk, a Vibranium, a Tigra. Ooh, a Tigra is really nice here. A Wakanda Forever, so that's 4. Another Wakanda Forever is 5. And then a Vibranium suit. Excellent. So we do have a setup to be able to go and get a or not a tactic, a I'm being in Cyclops right now. To go get a Black Panther upgrade. And so we do that after our mulligan. But I'm thinking that because we have Vibranium suit, it's sad to toss two Wakanda Forevers. We could go ahead and get like a so there's Tactical Genius, which removes threat. There is damage, AoE damage, and then there is move damage, and heal. And based on what you activate last, you get an additional benefit for. I'm thinking that because T'Challa is set up to do like the big amounts of damage, I'm thinking that we use. I'm thinking that we go get the I think it's the claws. I think it is the claws. We'll see. We're probably gonna hang on to one of these Wakanda Forevers, and we will go ahead and mulligan 3 cards with T'Challa. Got a combat training. Probably pass on that one. Ooh, another Vibranium. Okay, so we can pay for our second piece of our suit. That's 2, 4, 5. And we've got a tack team. We'll probably pass on the tack team. Let's go ahead and use our setup ability. Would have loved to see Golden City. Golden City in a multiplayer setting is so much better because you have just like it's safer to roll down. Also, let me get some icons out here. You got acceleration and crisis. Okay, so we've got a energy daggers. That's 1 damage to everybody. We could do that. Tactical Genius, remove 1 threat from a scheme. I think we're going to be relying a lot on Carol Danvers and her allies to do a lot of the thwarting. So we will use it eventually. We're not passing on any of these. If we draw into them, we will be playing them. It's just a priority of what and when we want to play. So let's go ahead and grab Panther's Claws. And that should be good. I enjoy Black Panther a lot. He is a lot of fun. We did not, unfortunately, we did not get any of our like Avengers mansions or anything. That would have been really nice, especially with these double vibraniums. But here we are. Okay, let's start the game. So Captain Marvel is taking our first turn. We have a photonic blast which we can play on Melter if we wanted to. We have a lead from the front which we could play. I probably would rather drop a cosmic flight to just get some damage. So this is actually not the end of the world. The problem is that photonic blast is going to draw us a card. I guess that's not necessarily a problem, but the idea is that photonic blast is going to draw us a card, which is really cool. That's good stuff. But what are we going to do with that card? We don't have any things to use that card on. We could use our commander so we can choose a player to draw a card, so that is an option. What I'm thinking though is over here on Black Panther, we also have that problem. We're floating a card. And like, would we rather float the card on Panther or would we rather float the card on Carol? I think we would rather draw a card for Black Panther, because ideally if we could get ourselves set up more and quicker, we'll be better off. Captain Marvel is running the support, so I think yeah, especially because he has this massive money hand. Let's go ahead and use commander ability over here. Let's see what we got. We got Mockingbird. Probably I don't know. That's an interesting play. We'll circle back. We'll circle back whenever we get there. We do have Carol. Let's go ahead and have Carol flip up to hero form because we do want to use this. We'll use these 3. Using a energy resource. I thought it was all energy resources. Okay, hold on. So if we go strength and crisis interdiction, we give him photonic blast. And then we have the same, but we have more options if we wanted to play something else. So let's use these 2 to play Photonic Blast. Deal 5 damage. If this enemy, if you use this to pay with a lightning resource, draw a card. So 5 damage here. We get to draw a card into an emergency. Okay. We will go ahead and toss the 2 emergencies for a Cosmic Flight. That gives us the aerial trait, and now we can discard it to prevent some damage, and we'll go ahead and thwart 2 off this crisis. We have a rechannel ability saying that we can spend a lightning resource to heal 1 damage and draw 1 card. Now, we do need to be able to heal a damage. That is before the cost arrow, meaning that we cannot do this at full health. So we have lead from the front. We'll probably just toss that. Now it is Black Panther's turn. Let's go ahead and use a Vibranium to play a Panther's Claws. We'll use a Vibranium to play a Vibranium Suit. I am honestly thinking that we may drop Mockingbird here instead of doing Wakanda Forever, because it's going to prevent some damage, but I do want Captain Marvel to get hurt. That's the problem. That's interesting. So the Wakanda Forever does 4 damage to Claw, which is very efficient. I mean, incredibly efficient, even with 1 of these out there, but we can't trigger the Vibranium Suit. So I guess I do want T'Challa to also be hurt. The other option would, yeah, I'm going to just drop Mockingbird. We're going to spend these 3 to play Mockingbird. After Mockingbird enters play, stun a enemy. We will stun Claw. We will have Mockingbird go ahead. Oh, actually, we're going to flip up to Black Panther. We have Retaliate 1. We're going to go ahead and thwart 2 here to get rid of the defense network. So now we can hit the main scheme if we want to. Mockingbird is going to hit 1 on the Immortal Claw. That is turn 1. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and stand up. We're going to toss the lead from the front. I'd rather find some building blocks. Captain Marvel's got a helicarrier. That's what we're talking. Energy channel. Let's go. Another Cosmic Flight. A Maria Hill. Let's go. And a Vision. Okay. Black Panther has got a Avengers Mansion. Nice. Power of Aggression. Genius. Uppercut. And a tack team. Okay. Well, we can get a mansion onto the table, assuming that we're not discarding cards or anything like that, and that is going to really open up some options for us. We're going to add 3 to the main, so 2 per player plus the acceleration icon, so 3 out of 12. Claw is going to attack Captain Marvel, but Claw is stunned. And then Claw is going to attack Black Panther. Now, we will go ahead and take this right to the face, because we could have Mockingbird block. She has another activation which we can use, but I kind of want to get damage so I can start utilizing my Vibranium Suit, because we can't move the damage if we don't have any damage. So he's attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4. So down to 7. Right where we want him. Deal out encounter cards. Our first one over here, Under Fire, Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So Sonic Converter attached to Claw. After Claw attacks and damages a character, stun that character. We can spend 1 of each resource to discard this card. Also, Vibraniums are excellent at getting rid of villain attachments. And we got an Assault. Okay, this is actually not too bad. Actually, it's going to stun us, which is a little sad. But we can start using our rechannel ability. So let's just take it. We will figure out how to deal with the stun later. He's attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that, down to 5. But that's fine. And we got damage, so we're going to stun Captain Marvel. Black Panther's card is a Armor Guard who has Guard, meaning that we cannot attack the villain, and Toughness. Pass the first player token, and we got Black Panther coming up. Okay, so Captain Marvel over here, we are going to go ahead and use her rechannel ability. So we're going to spend a Cosmic Flight to heal 1 damage and draw a card, which is an energy. Ooh, nice pull. Nice pull. So probably, we cannot do this now, but probably what we will do is we will play Maria Hill, draw a card. I want to get this energy channel down. We're probably passing on vision this first turn, which is going to be fine. But that means that I can give my Avengers Mansion draw over here to... Ooh, Black Panther has Retaliate. Forgot that. Give my Avengers Mansion draw to Captain Marvel. I like that. Okay, so let's use Genius Uppercut Tack Team to play Avengers Mansion. We have a Power of Aggression. That's hard. That's hard. Let's go ahead and Mansion over here for Captain Marvel. She's got another energy channel. We'll pass on that energy channel because we already have an energy channel. It's max 1 per player. Let's go ahead and have Mockingbird thwart 1 here. Also, Klaw has plus 10 hit points. I just didn't put it on there. Black Panther will go ahead and thwart 2. And that's going to be the turn. Okay, Captain Marvel over here. We've got a energy to play Maria Hill. So after Maria Hill enters play, each player draws a card. So Captain Marvel is going to draw into Hawkeye. Black Panther is going to draw into a Tack Team. Okay. We will play Energy Channel down here. And then we will use these 3, Hawkeye, Energy Channel, and Vision to play a Helicarrier. Maria Hill will thwart 2 off the Immortal Klaw. We'll get rid of that. Also, these icons are both gone now. Immortal Klaw goes down here. She's going to take a damage. Captain Marvel is going to... We're just going to basic attack to get rid of the stun. And then we're going to flip down to Carol Danvers. We are going to have... We're going to use Commander to draw a card. It's going to be Nick Fury. We're going to hang on. The reason I chose Carol Danvers is if I draw an energy resource, I can drop it onto Energy Channel. And so it worked out well. The other option would be to have Black Panther draw a card, knowing that he has some resources. And if he draws into an event, you can call on an action at that point. It was a risk, but I was just wanting to build up that energy channel. Okay, so that should be it for our player turn. So let's go ahead and stand everybody up. We're going to draw some cards. I kind of like this combo, the Tack Team Power of Aggression. I may keep this just because I can play this onto the account, and we just have some options then. So let's go ahead and just draw. We got Strength. We got a lot of money. There's Nick. We do have 2 Nick Furies now, so that's going to be interesting. 2, 4, and First Aid. Captain Marvel is going to hang on to Nick. We got Spider-Woman. Confuse the villain. That's big. Inspired. Lead from the front. Captain Marvel's helmet. And a Genius. 2, 4, 6. Excellent. Good stuff. We're going to start by placing 2 here on the main, going up to 5 out of 12. Klaw is going to look at Black Panther and attack. We will block with Mockingbird. So Klaw is going to attack for 2, plus 2 boost. So plus 2 is 4. That's enough to take out Mockingbird. Then the Armor Guard is going to attack. We will take that 1 damage and retaliate to ping the tough off. Okay. Klaw is going to scheme against Carol. So 2 plus put Weapons Runner engaged with us. So we've got 2, and then Weapons Runner is going to scheme for 3. So we're up to 8 out of 12. I'm still trying to figure out what the best way to lay out this 2-handed playthrough is. Let's go ahead and deal out our encounter cards. Black Panther has got an illegal arms factory. When revealed, to place an additional 1 threat here. So that's a hazard icon. So we're going to reveal an additional encounter card per every phase if we don't get rid of that. And it comes in with 3 plus 2, so 5 total. And then Carol has got Klaw's Vengeance. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. If this is Nick, it's going to make our choices a lot easier. So we've got 6 cards. We'll roll a dice. 6 is Genius. Well, that's sad. Okay. Pass the first player token. And we have some options now. I think I would probably rather play Spider-Woman to confuse the villain and let Black Panther play Nick. Black Panther, yeah, we'll get Black Panther to play Nick, and then we can play Spider-Woman over here, so we can use Nick to as a resource. We can use Inspired as a resource. We'll use Captain Marvel's helmet as a resource. Now I want to hang on to the lightning resource because we have an out for it with the energy channel. If we do that, then over here we have Helicarrier to pay for Tac Team, and Avengers Mansion can draw us a card into Black Panther. I still think, if anything, I want to be using the Mansion on Black Panther if there's ever a tie, just because Black Panther is still building out. So let's do that. Yeah, and then hopefully we can grab Tactical Genius, which is going to help us with threat, because that's starting to become an issue. Okay, sweet. So let's go Mansion for Black Panther into a Relentless Assault. Alrighty. Oh, we also have the commander action over here. Let's go ahead and do that as well for Black Panther. First aid. Okay. Now that just gives Black Panther a lot more options. I was kind of hoping for a Golden City because I do plan on rolling down with Black Panther here soon, but here we are. Okay. So Captain Marvel. Yeah, okay. Let's use these three to play Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman enters play. After she enters play, confuse the villain. So just like that, villain's confused. We will use Spider-Woman to thwart 2 here. We have 2 blockers at this point because each of these have 1 health left. I could use Maria to block, but I would rather use... Or I could use her to thwart, but I'd rather use her to block, I believe. We have a lead from the front. Let's have Captain Marvel go ahead and stand up. We will go ahead and thwart this down. And we'll use lead from the front to play energy channel and drop a counter there. Black Panther's turn. Let's go ahead and use... Strength, first aids. Actually, we'll hang on to one of these first aids and use the Helicarrier here to play Nick Fury. We have another block here. So we're going to draw 3 cards. Shuri is really good for us right now. Vibranium and Power of Aggression. Team. Let's go. That's actually really, really good for us. Because we can drop a Shuri. We can go grab whatever upgrade we need. Yeah. Or we can actually use Vibranium to get rid of this. That's probably a better play. Let's use Vibranium in a first aid to get rid of the Sonic Converter. It's not as fun of a play, but it is a good play. Yeah, let's use Power of Aggression and Shuri to play Tac Team. Comes in with 3 counters. We can use a counter to deal 2 damage to an enemy. We'll go ahead and use one of those counters to kill the Weapons Runner. We will use Power of Aggression to play Relentless Assault on the Armored Guard. So if I spent a physical resource, which I spent a wild, it gets overkill. So it's going to be 5. So 3 and then 2 rolls over. It's going to leave us with that right there, and then the Armored Guard is gone. Got Nick is going to thwart here. He'll take a damage. Nick is going to be our blocker. Black Panther is going to thwart 2 here. And we're going to flip down to T'Challa so that we have just a bigger hand size. Hopefully draw into that Golden City. We're getting close. Golden City is really, really good card. Alrighty, let's stand up. Oh, illegal arms factory is Dunzo. Okay. Captain Marvel gets 5 cards. We got a Haymaker, a Photonic Blast, Crisis, Avengers Mansion, and Inspired. Okay, so it feels like a mansion drop if everything goes well. T'Challa has a first aid, an uppercut. There's energy daggers. There's one of them. There's tactical genius. Let's go. Yes. So that's 4. Combat training is 5, and helicarrier is 6. So 2, 4, 6. Okay. We're gonna start out by adding 2. We're at 8 out of 12. Now, a advance probably does push us here, but that is not the end of the world. We would like to avoid it, but it is not the end of the world. And Klaw is going to attack Captain Marvel. We will block with Nick Fury. So it's going to be a 1. Let me get rid of that. A 1 plus 2, 4, which is enough to kill Nick. And then Klaw is going to scheme on T'Challa. He's confused. Pass out encounter cards. Captain Marvel has got a weapons runner. This surges into a sound manipulation. Take 2 damage, and then Klaw heals 2 damage. Okay. We may need to heal with Captain Marvel. T'Challa has got an advance. There it is. Klaw scheming for 2 plus 2. That is enough to push us because we're at 2, 4, 6, 8. We scheme out of 12, so 4 total. We push. Now we just have to be careful. Secret Rendezvous. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play. Engage with the first player. Advance to stage 2B. So now we scheme out at 16. So we have a little bit more. Radioactive Man. After a Radioactive Man attacks you, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Now we do have to absolutely get rid of that. We have... It is after he attacks, not after he schemes. And so we do have a little bit of time, but I don't want to mess with it. We'll pass this over to T'Challa. And let's figure out what we're doing. It would have been nice if Captain Marvel was going first here. Because if she can drop the Avengers Mansion, we can give it to T'Challa. But let's go ahead and use her rechannel ability. We're calling on an action to use Crisis Interdiction to heal a damage and draw a card, and to make the call. Okay, so now we actually have an interesting option because we can make the call out of turn. Oh, Maria Hill is still alive. I should have killed off Maria Hill. Ah, dang. Okay. Oh well. That's so funny. Is that the first make the call that we have seen? If so, that is interesting. Okay. Anyways, it is T'Challa's turn. Let's see what we've got. I do want to get Tactical Genius and in Energy Daggers down. Would be nice. We're probably going. Let's go ahead and just tack team. Actually, let's hang out on that as well. We've got. Let's mansion for T'Challa to draw into an energy. That solves a lot of problems. We have a lot more options available to us now. I do think we will probably get a helicarrier on the table. So let's go ahead and use a helicarrier and energy to play a helicarrier. It's just we're getting too close. We're gonna start stacking these. We know a mansion, we know a helicarrier, but now we can turn around and give the helicarrier back to Captain Marvel if we. Actually, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna be selfish with Black Panther. Use first aid and uppercut to play a energy daggers, and we're gonna use a helicarrier. I think we're fine, right? Yeah, we got 4. Okay. Helicarrier and a combat training to play tactical genius. Now our entire suit is built out, so those Wakanda Forevers, which we have a good number, I think, coming back up. We have 5 total. How many have we seen? 1, 2. So we are about to hit a lot of Wakanda Forevers, which is going to be pretty significant because now this is uber effective. Let's go ahead and flip up to Black Panther. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to. We got 2, 4, 6 damage on Radioactive Man, which is not enough to kill him. So let's just tag team the weapons runner. Just get him out of there. I guess we'll just go ahead and attack for 2 with Black Panther. And Captain Marvel is going to be cool. Okay. So now Captain Marvel's turn. I guess we could Photonic Blast this thing and kill it. But that means we're not dropping the mansion. I think I would rather drop the mansion, take the extra scheme here because we're going to be flipping down with Captain Marvel and just be happy with that. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's use these 4 for the mansion. Now we are really set up. Let's go ahead and use mansion, I guess, to draw into an Alpha Flight Station. That's going to be huge. Alpha Flight Station is a really good card. Sweet. Okay. I'm thinking that we want to heal with Captain Marvel. So let's go ahead and flip down. We'll heal for 4. Hey, I have a 5 back. So we're up to 9. We're going to use our commander action to draw a card into a Haymaker. We're going to use a Haymaker to play Alpha Flight Station. So Alpha Flight Station is choose and discard a card from your hand, draw a card, or draw 2 cards instead of your Carol Danvers. So now we just have more options, which is always a good thing. Let's stand up. We're not using these for anything except for blockers. Now, if we were going to deck out 2, 4, 6, we do have 7 cards. So if we were going to deck out, we would probably kill Maria Hill / Spider-Woman off. But since we're not, and we know we're drawing into a couple make the calls, or at least a make the call, we'll use Maria Hill as a blocker for Black Panther, and Spider-Woman as a blocker if we get a random surprise activation. Panther's going to get a Relentless Assault. Ooh, that's going to be nice for Radioactive Man. There it is. Wakanda Forever. There it is. Wakanda Forever. Relentless Assault. So now this looks like money to pay for our Wakanda Forevers and the Golden City. Oh, no, I want to play the Golden City. Okay, nice. Carol gets 6 cards. So we've got Haymaker. Oh yeah, I forgot about our. We have 2 energy absorptions coming up, which is insane. Power of Leadership, make the call, 2, 4, and 8 energy absorption. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I mean that's good stuff. We got 2 make the calls. We got a Power of Leadership. I mean, like we have options, which is really nice. It's just funny. It's just funny. Alrighty, Klaw is going to start out. We're going to place 2 here. Klaw is going to look at Black Panther and attack. We're going to block with Maria Hill. Klaw is going to attack for 2, 3. If this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. It does not deal damage to us. So that's enough to kill Maria, setting her up for an epic make the call turn. And then Klaw is going to scheme on Carol for 2, 3, 4. I think we actually have another advance in that deck, which is a little scary. But here we are. Black Panther's got Klaw's Vengeance. Klaw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. We will block with Spider-Woman here. So it's going to be 1. Deal 1 damage to each hero. So that's just Black Panther, because Carol is not a hero. And 2. It's enough to kill off Spider-Woman, setting her up for another epic make the call. Actually, we may make the call Vision here. We may get Vision back on the table. And then Carol attached to Klaw. Klaw gains Retaliate 1. Spend 1 of each resource to get rid of it. We'll pass this over, and we are ready to go. Let's use our commander ability to make the call. Is not a hero action. That is awesome. That is really good for us. Nice. Yes, let's go. Okay, so we want to make the call Maria Hill. However, if we make the call Maria Hill, we draw this card, meaning that we're shuffling and we don't have a target for our second make the call. So I think we're going to make the call with an energy absorption and a Haymaker to get Vision onto the table. Spin 4, get Vision onto the table. Now we are going to make the call with a Power of Leadership to play Maria Hill. And then everyone gets to draw a card. So Carol is going to get her lead from the front. Black Panther is going to get another Wakanda Forever. Oh my goodness. That's pretty exciting. And we decked out with Carol, so let's go ahead and give ourselves an encounter card. We have not used our commander action nor Alpha Flight Station, so we do have a couple of options. Oof. Let's go. Let's go. We have so many Wakanda Forevers. Oh my goodness. That's so much damage. We want to get rid of the Solid Sound Body, which if we can have Carol do that, that's going to be really nice. Let's pass out some ready tokens for our friends over here. Now, we could just dump Energy Absorption onto the channel. That is absolutely fine. But let's use Alpha Flight Station. We're going to discard Lead from the Front and draw 2 cards. A Strength and Inspired. Okay, well, we got the Inspired for Vision, I guess. So that's kind of cool. We have not used Commander. What am I looking for? Black Panther. So Black Panther, we do have... We could toss 2 Wakanda Forevers to get rid of Solid Sound Body. I don't like that. I think I would rather... I think we give all the card draw to Black Panther because Carol is really heavy in her lightning resources. So there's not a great chance that we draw into what we need to get rid of Solid Sound Body. Whereas Black Panther, there's a better chance that we do that. Black Panther should have 7, 2, 4... No, he should have 6. He's in hero form. Okay. So with that being said, let's give Commander to Black Panther. Got Ancestral Knowledge. Okay. We will give Mansion to Panther. Tenacity. I think that actually is good, right? Because we got a... Oh, Relentless Assault is a lightning. Okay, well, we can get rid of 1 Wakanda Forever and toss Solid Sound Body. I'm fine with that. We're going to deck out, meaning that we get a acceleration icon. We are pretty set up in order to kind of do what we need to do. Energy channel. We're about to throw some energy channels at Klaw. But kind of this is the way that I like to approach Klaw, is we can kind of build. Like we haven't really even touched Klaw, and once we are kind of built out, then we just go really heavy towards Klaw. What is this? This is a genius. Uh-oh. Who's missing a genius? That'd be Captain Marvel's genius. My guess is that it's in the reshuffle. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So we did Commander, we did all that. We don't need to heal, so let's flip up to Captain Marvel. We will go ahead and use... Energy Absorption to throw 3 counters here. We will use Maria to thwart 2. We'll use a Helicarrier to drop Inspired onto Vision, so he gets +1/+1. We're probably not... Actually, you know what? Heck, we're not. We're going to use Helicarrier over here on Black Panther, I believe. So we can... we'll just use Strength to play the Inspired. Yeah. Captain Marvel is going to... We'll thwart 2 here. Alrighty. Now it's Black Panther's turn, and we got some cards to play with. Actually, let's go ahead and grab 1 more card, because why not? It's going to be fun to play with some cards. We do need to get rid of that Solid Sound Body. Also, the reason I didn't attack or thwart with Vision is... I want to be able to pump his stats up when I do that. So next card is a Hulk. Hulk is in this deck not as a attacker, mainly just a defender. But let's use Ancestral Knowledge, Tenacity, and Wakanda Forever to go ahead and toss Solid Sound Body. We've got a Helicarrier to play a Wakanda Forever. Let's use the Lightning one. So we resolve each one of these texts, or each one of these upgrades. Whatever we do last gets an additional benefit. And so we're at 4 health here. We do have a Relentless Assault, but I don't think we're gonna. No, we're gonna drop Golden City instead of the Relentless Assault. We have a Helicarrier too. Dang it. You have too many options. Nah, just kidding. So we can hit 2/2. So we're playing 2 Wakanda Forevers. The first we have Tactical Genius does not need to be the last in any activation because we're activating 2 Wakanda Forevers, which will take care of the main. We're activating 2 Wakanda Forevers, which could be. It can be the Claw and Energy Dagger. Meaning that Vibranium Suit is going to be the last step, at least in our first sequence. Because we can Claw for 2, Energy Daggers for 1. That puts him at 1 health, and then Energy Daggers can hit him again. So Panther's Claws, we have a little bit of options. So we can go Vibranium Suit or Panther's Claws for our second activation. That being said, let's go ahead and do this first. We will do Energy Daggers, deal 1 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with the player. So we're going to do 1 damage here, 1 damage here. Panther's Claws will deal 2 damage. And then Vibranium Suit, we will heal 2. Deal 2. Excellent. Let's go ahead and Helicarrier for a Wakanda Forever. And we will Tactical Genius to remove this. We will Energy Daggers to deal 1, which will kill here. And 1. Want to do 4 damage, or do we want to heal more? That's the question, isn't it? Let's just start going face, because we're at 7. No, let's heal. Let's deal 2 damage here. So we're at 31, so we go down to 29, 28. Oh wait, no, 27. I'm sorry. 27, and we'll heal 2 damage. And that's gonna be that. That was kind of fun. Now, Black Panther is pretty good. Black Panther is pretty good. So we have another. Or we're gonna be holding onto a card if we wanted to, or we could flip down. Where the hell needs the damage? We could flip down and use Golden City, and then probably drop Hulk. Let's do that. So let's use these 2 to play Golden City. I'm just gonna add that to our support. I moved the video to in front of me, and it used to be to my left, and now just out of habit I keep looking to my left, but really I just need to look right at y'all. Just funny. Panther is gonna, I guess, swing for 2 here. We'll flip down to T'Challa, activate Golden City to draw 2 cards, Energy, and a Wakanda Forever. Perfect. We will use an Energy to play a Hulk. Hulk is not going to attack. That's very, very risky. You can build decks around it, but typically Hulk with that 5 hit points can take a couple of hits, and so I like to sit him out there and just use him as a defender. We got a Wakanda Forever, which we will hang on to, and we will stand up. Especially now that we kind of have our engine set up, I am not too worried about threat, just because we do have 2 very powerful thwarting characters. So I'm not super concerned about that. Everyone is stood up. Captain Marvel is going to draw 5. We got Make the Call Beautiful, Emergency, okay. Hawkeye, Photonic Blast, and Energy Absorption. Okay, so we got some cool stuff. T'Challa. We're going to keep the Wakanda Forever. It's way too efficient. We got a First Aid, so we could heal up Vision if we wanted to. Another tag team, aka deck thinning. A combat training, that's going to be nice. A power of aggression to pay for it. Let's go. 2, 4, 5. And another tag team. Could we just drop everything? We'll see. We'll see. The villain phase is going to just disrupt whatever we want to do. So we do have to keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and throw 3 here on the main. Nope, that's upside down. And Klaw is going to look at Captain Marvel and attack. We're going to block with Maria Hill. So it's going to be 1. This activation deals damage to you. Exhaust your hero. Deal 1 damage to each hero. Ooh, I actually don't know how that works. This activation deals damage to you. Exhaust your hero. That's interesting, because is this boost card considered part of the activation? I'm gonna grim rule this and say it is, but also if that is not the correct interpretation, let me know in the comments, because I'm actually kind of curious. So Maria actually does die. She had 1 health. Klaw attacked for 1. That would have been so sad if he didn't deal damage. And then Klaw's gonna scheme on T'Challa for 2, plus 0, so 2. Everyone gets an encounter card. We're resolving 4 encounter cards, which is scary. Hey, we got Tiger Shark. After Tiger Shark attacks, give him a tough status card. And then we've got the Defense Network. It's back. So that's gonna come in with 4 and a crisis, meaning that we cannot thwart the main scheme. T'Challa has got a advance, so Klaw is scheming for 2 plus 2 is 4. So this is getting a little scary. I said I wasn't worried about threat, but here we are at 9 out of 16. And a gang up, which surges because we're an alter ego, into an exhaustion, surge, exhaust my identity, into an advance, that's scary too. Plus 0 is really, really lucky. So we are up to 11 out of 16. We have seen both of our advances now, so that is pretty helpful. This Defense Network is pretty scary though, especially with both of our heroes being exhausted. So yeah, we're gonna get Maria Hill back, so that's gonna be a thwart of 2. We, you know, it's this game throws some stuff at you, and that we always have to adapt. Let's go ahead and pass this over here. Golden City is gonna draw T'Challa 2 cards. I mean, Wakanda Forever. 1, 2, a combat training. So now we have 2 combat trainings. There's nothing else for us to do down in Alter Ego, so let's go ahead and flip up to Black Panther. We will use Helicarrier for a Wakanda Forever. We have to, let's get a little, actually, let's not do that yet. Let's have Captain Marvel over here use a emergency. Ooh, a Photonic Blast is really interesting, actually. Let's use a Photonic Blast on Tiger Shark. Yeah, on Tiger Shark. So 3, we paid for it with a energy resource, so we get to draw a card into Captain Marvel's helmet. We're just calling on actions here. Oh, 5 damage. Let's use emergency and Captain Marvel's helmet to play Make the Call on Maria Hill to pull Maria Hill back out. Now everyone gets to draw a card. Captain Marvel is going to get a Cosmic Flight, and Black Panther is going to get a Power of Aggression. We got all of the money over here. And Maria Hill and this is a little scary. This is a little scary. We don't have a ton of thwarting options in our deck. Where is our best thwart? Where does the most thwart come from? I think it may be Captain Marvel, because she's got some of those, what are they called? I don't think we have them anywhere in our deck. But we can clear the Defense Network. Vision can thwart for 4 if we throw a lightning at him. I think I want to get Hawkeye out. Hawkeye would be really nice to get out. We have Helicarrier, and a mansion to do so. Okay, let's do that. So let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's do Alpha Flight Station. I'm going to discard a card and draw a card. Hopefully drawing into a double. That's kind of what I was aiming for there. Let's go mansion to draw a card. Actually, we don't need a mansion to draw a card. Now Haymaker could rechannel. Let's use that. Let's rechannel. So we'll heal and draw a card into Spider-Woman. That may be a better... No, we can be careful. We've seen both of our advances. I think Klaw has a couple of cards where he schemes, but we can... Actually, Spider-Woman is probably the better play. Okay, oh well. Let's go Helicarrier. Oh wait, actually, I can't play this right now. Those are all actions. It is T'Challa's turn. I am like way ahead of myself here, but we haven't done anything illegal over there. But when we play Spider-Woman, we cannot do that not on our turn. Now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards to deal with over here. But calling on all of those actions means that we have Helicarrier, and a Hawkeye to pay for everything. So let's give a mansion to Black Panther for an uppercut. And okay, we're good. We've got, let's use an uppercut to pay for a Wakanda Forever. We've got energy daggers. We'll deal 1 damage here, which will kill, and deal 1 damage here. Down to 24. We're using our thwarting as our last activation. Because we want to remove 2, Maria can move 2, Vision can then thwart the main. So let's use Vibranium Suit. We'll heal 1, deal 1. So we're up to 10, down to 23. Panther's Claws to deal 2. And then Tactical Genius to remove 2 threat. Okay. Let's use a Genius to play a combat training on Black Panther. Can I get my pluses out? Huh. Oh, there they are. Black Panther gets a +1. Let's use a Power of Aggression and a First Aid to play Tac Team. I'm going to stack these just like this. Tac Team has 3. 1. Just trying to deck thin, because the objective now is to just hit our Wakanda Forevers as frequently as possible. And then we will Power of Aggression, Combat Training for a Tac Team to get our 3rd Tac Team on the table. Everything is visible. Everything is good. We got 2, 3, ready. I like our Tac Teams to probably be on minion control, so we're not going to probably use them. So let's hop over here to Captain Marvel. I'm sorry, I did not mean to hit that. Let's go Helicarrier. Actually, hold on. Let's use Avengers Mansion over here on Captain Marvel. Drawing into a Make the Call. Okay, that's fine. We'll use a Helicarrier, Hawkeye to play Spider-Woman. When Spider-Woman enters play, we confuse the villain. We're going to hang on to Make the Call. Make the Call is going to be great for getting Maria back. Maria will thwart 2. Spider-Woman will thwart 2. Vision. Oh, we don't have the lightning resource. Should we? Yeah, we should. So instead of using Hawkeye to pay, we're going to use Make the Call to pay, and we're going to spend Hawkeye to give Vision +2 thwart. We will thwart for 4 because he has inspired as well. Okay. Those are our turns. So let's ready up. I really enjoy like deck thinning. I think that's just so much fun. There's a Vibranium. There's Tigra. That's going to be pretty nice. Mockingbird is also nice. That's 3. Nick is huge for, and a strength. Well, let's get Nick out there. That's 2, 4, 5. We're both in hero form just because I want to manage threat a little bit better before we roll back down. Captain Marvel gets a lead from the front, a Photonic Blast, a lead from the front, a Inspired, and a Genius. But she has so many ways to cycle cards. We'll find what we need. Mainly, I want to probably get this energy channel 1 more on it, probably lead from the front, so we can drop our next energy channel that's coming pretty soon. That's kind of the idea. That's the strategy. Long term, I guess, like short term strategy for Captain Marvel. We're going to add 3, taking us up to 8. And Klaw is going to attack Black Panther. We'll have Maria step in. So Klaw is going to attack for 2, or I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to take out Maria. Klaw is going to attack. We will defend with Spider-Woman. So 1, put Weapons Runner engaged with us. It's enough to kill Spider-Woman. And then Weapons Runner is going to hit us for 1. We'll take that with Captain Marvel. Okay. Deal out encounter cards. Black Panther has got Klaw's Vengeance. Klaw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Did I do that last time? I don't think I did. I think I missed that. So let's go ahead and add that threat back, because I don't think I added threat last time. So at this point, let's use Hulk to block. So Klaw's attacking for 1. 4, exhaust each ally you control. It's already exhausted. So 4 damage total. Hulk is still alive. And place 1 threat on the main scheme. Yeah. Captain Marvel has got Shadows of the Past. Good. I was wondering if we were going to see that. Oh my goodness. Yang Rog comes into play. After Yang Rog attacks, place 1 threat on Psychic Magnetron, or the Psyche Magnetron. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here. So that is going to be 3, 5. And a hazard. Good stuff, he says sarcastically. And these get shuffled into the encounter deck. Okay. So many fun problems to deal with. The main scheme is a little high. At some point, we probably could just face off against Klaw. He comes in with, what, 44? Yeah, 44 health next turn. Where's our damage? Or, I'm sorry, our Wakanda Forevers. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. So we only have 1 Wakanda Forever back in this deck, meaning that we probably want to cycle this deck as quickly as possible. So, that being said, let's go ahead and call on an action, tag team this Weapons Runner. Let's use a Genius and a Lead from the front to play Photonic Blast. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. We'll kill off Yang Rog. If you used a lightning resource, we get to draw a card into a Crisis Interdiction. Okay. Remove some threat. That actually may not be the worst idea. That may not be the worst idea. Is to use Crisis Interdiction to remove 2 and 2. Yeah, if we remove 2 from here, Vision can thwart it down. We have some other options. Let's go ahead and toss the Lead from the front to rechannel, so we'll heal and draw to an emergency. We've got Alpha Flight Station. We can toss and draw 1. We'll do that. Toss emergency and draw a card. Power of Leadership. Alrighty. I may do that. What are our options over here? So we're probably playing Nick Fury and probably playing Mockingbird. Blockingbird, as we like to call her. And we want to draw as many cards with Black Panther as possible. Let's give a mansion to Panther for a relentless assault. Probably should have done that earlier. We'll do a mansion for Panther for a first aid. Okay. So I am pretty happy with this option. Let's go ahead and Crisis for 2 and 2. Because we have Ariel. we will go ahead and... That's actually not... No, that's insane. That's insane because... Hold on. Sorry. Let me redo my math because we don't have the energy channel, or we don't have the energy resource to pump up vision at that point. So if we have vision thwart for 4, yeah, we have a vision thwart for 4, and then we charge up energy channel. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to use Power of Leadership to give vision +2 thwart. We're going to have him thwart for 4. Then we're going to use Crisis to power up energy channel. I guess there's no reason to not use that right now. I guess we can call on an action later. Captain Marvel will go ahead and get rid of that because I don't like that at all. And we could play Inspired on somebody. We could play Inspired on Tiger. That's actually not a bad idea. I mean, like, we can't do it this turn, but so we'll probably just toss Inspired, but just kind of funny. Okay, let's look over here at Black Panther. What are we doing with Black Panther? We are going to go ahead and spend a Vibranium and a Strength to play Nick Fury. We're going to draw 3 cards. Got Shuri, Wakanda Forever, nice, okay, and a First Aid. Nick will go ahead and thwart 2 here. We will use Helicarrier to play a Wakanda Forever. Probably want Tactical Genius to be last, just manage that threat. So let's deal 2 damage to Klaw. So we're at 29. We're going to go down to... I'm sorry, 21. We're going to go down to 19. Vibranium Suit will heal 1, deal 1. So we're at max now, 2, 4, 6, 5. So we probably need to take some damage on Black Panther so we can use Vibranium Suit again. Energy Daggers will deal 1. And then Tactical Genius will remove 2. Nice. Okay. We get Blocking Bird out here. Let's do that. Let's go Helicarrier. We'll go Helicarrier for a First Aid to heal 2 from Vision. Keep him alive. Yeah, let's get... Yeah, Blocking Bird comes out. We'll spend these 3 to play Blocking Bird. When she enters play, stun an enemy, we'll stun Klaw. We do not want to roll down because we have another blocker with Nick here. And so rolling down means that the stun confuse will go off and we have to assume we're going to draw into a better card, or a card that can have Klaw activate, and I'd rather just not do that. Let's go ahead and thwart for 1. Black Panther will thwart for 2. If we lose this game, it's probably on threat, so let's just try and manage that as tight as possible. We have a First Aid. We're going to go ahead and use Energy Channel here. We're about to draw into another one, but that's just going to take down to 7, and it allows us to use it just in case something stuns Captain Marvel in this next turn. We have it just avoids all of that. We have a First Aid. We'll toss the First Aid. We will toss the Inspired, and we will ready and draw. So many tokens to flip over. Okay, Captain Marvel gets a energy. Crisis, give me, there it is, the energy channel, let's go. Haymaker, so we can almost fully build up an energy channel. We got to make the call, which is probably even better, 2, 4, 5. Ooh, nice. Yeah, let's go. And then Black Panther is going to get an encounter card because he is going to get Vibranium, Uppercut, Vibranium. Yikes. A lot of money, and this is the issue with Black Panther. So if you're playing with cards outside of the core set, it is really nice to add things into Black Panther's kit, or things that we call like resource sinks. So things that we can spend money on outside of our hand. And so that would be like Lockjaw, playing him from our discard pile, different options, Machine Man, pump him up full of good stuff, just other options like that. So 3, Wakanda Forever, let's go. And a Wakanda Forever, yeah! Woo! You ever feel alive? Alrighty. We're gonna add 3 to the main, taking us up to 6. Klaw is gonna look at Captain Marvel, and he is stunned. Klaw is gonna look at Panther. We're gonna block with Nick, so it's gonna be 1. If this villain is making an undefended attack, it's not. Plus 3. There goes the under fire too, which is really good to see. Go by. Honestly, we could make the call for Nick. That is an option that we could do instead of Maria. We can, because you can pull it from any player's discard pile. So seeing Nick not in here, I don't, just throwing out options. Let's go ahead and give encounter cards. Captain Marvel is resolving 1, Armored Guard. So that's another reason why we wanted to use our energy channel. Now we have guard in front of us, which we can probably pretty easily take care of, but it's just, that's good. And then Black Panther has got a caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support that we control. Probably going to be, ooh, don't like that. Mockingbird needs a damage, by the way. Probably combat training. No, we're going to discard the... Yeah, we're going to discard combat training. Ugh, boo. And then we've got a Sonic Boom. Either spend 1 of each resources or exhaust each character you control. Hello, Vibraniums. Let's go. Love that. So we'll use Uppercut into Vibranium. There you go. Haha. Found our own resource sink. Nice. Let's pass this over to Black Panther. And we have some options. So 7 damage. This means that we probably want to push Klaw at this point. With 7 damage, we have 2 Wakanda Forevers, so it's a very easy push. We cannot activate our Panther suit to heal damage and deal damage, so that's a little unfortunate. But here we are. All of that to be said, yeah, no, let's just go face. There's no reason to not go face at this point. We'll go Helicarrier for Wakanda Forever. Okay, so we will... Let's do Panther's Claws first. I'm sorry. No, Energy Daggers first. We're going to choose over here. We're going to knock the Tough off and deal 1 damage. So we're down to 6 damage. Okay, yeah. We will... Yeah. Tactical Genius to remove 1. Vibranium Suit whiffs. Panther's Claws takes us down to 4. No, takes us down to 2. This is the last one in our sequence. At this point, we can have Black Panther go ahead and push Klaw. So Klaw stage 3 is coming out to play. Toughness, and then he's a 3/2 with 44 hit points. That's a lot of health. 10. 20. 30. We're going to start using yellow. Okay. 44 and tough. We'll go ahead and use Helicarrier over here. Wakanda Forever. So our Energy Daggers will knock off the tough, deal 1 damage here. Whiffs there. Tactical Genius will remove 1, and then Panther's Claws will deal 4. We'll have Tac Team go ahead and take out the Armored Guard, just so Captain Marvel is ready to do some damage. Okay, so options. We have 2 blocks, right? We have a Hulk and a Mockingbird block. We have a Make the Call. We can make the call Maria, get her back out, draw everyone a card. Or we can make the call Nick. I think we're going to make the call Maria. Just to get the card draw. And then let's go ahead and get Energy Channel on the table. But if we make the call with Maria, we can get her out. Everyone gets a card draw. Oh, wait, we can't play this yet. Sorry. So let's use Energy and make the call to pay for Maria Hill. Then everyone gets a card draw. Captain Marvel gets a Crisis Interdiction. And Panther gets a Tenacity. Alrighty, I guess that's fine. We will just use the Vibranium to throw down the Tenacity. Just get it out of our deck. Mockingbird is going to go ahead and take 1 here. And that is Panther. We have blocks, so I think we're fine. We don't need to roll down. And I think we start giving card draw to Captain Marvel so that she can fuel up her energy channel and start hitting those more frequently, because these are massive amounts of damage. Okay, so over to Captain Marvel's turn. Let's go Mansion to draw 2. Emergency and Haymaker. Nice. Energy channel. Put that onto the table. So we can fill up and use an energy channel if we wanted to. We could... We'll use Maria to thwart 2 here. She'll take a damage. Boom. This is also nice because Maria does not get caught in the reshuffle, so we can use Make the Calls again. So we can just get her back out. I'm thinking we just dump. And throw. Put him down to 30. That's not bad at all. Alpha Flight Station is a little bit of a risk. We don't really need the rechannel. So let's just dump, throw 5 counters, and then use Energy Channel to deal 10. Down to 30. We will have Vision and Captain Marvel attack for 5 total. And that's going to be our turn there. Yeah. Okay, let's stand up. It's all coming together. Bang, bang. Black Panther's got a Wakanda Forever, a First Aid. Vision needs a damage. Speaking of First Aid. First Aid. Give me a Wakanda Forever's. Power of Aggression. Relentless Assault. Give me a minion. That'd be kind of fun to pair up. Captain Marvel is getting a Photonic Blast, Nick Fury, Power of Leadership, and counter card. But Photonic Blast is a lot of damage. We got a lot of damage coming. Nick probably is the right call. We can draw into just more energy channels. That's kind of the hope there, is if we can draw into energy channels. This game is so much fun. Okay. Have I really been going for over an hour? Dang. Okay, it has not felt like that. We've got Energy Channel, beautiful, and a Haymaker. Sweet. Perfect. Place 3. Klaw is going to attack for 2 plus a boost card onto Black Panther. We will block with Blocking Bird. Put Weapons Runner engaged. Hey, Relentless Assault target. And Mockingbird dies. Blocking. Oh, and Weapons Runner is going to hit Black Panther for 1 to deal us a damage. Woohoo! We can use our Vibranium suit. Klaw is going to attack over here. We're going to block with Maria. And so it's going to be 2 for... This villain is making an undefended attack. It is not. And Maria goes in our discard pile, aka the Make the Call area. Okay. Deal out encounter cards. Black Panther has got, when revealed, discard each lightning resource from your hand. If you discarded no cards this way, this card gains Surge. Relentless Assault is our only lightning resource. That's fine, I guess. We'll just kill it another way. Okay. And then Captain Marvel has got a Masters of Evil. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a Masters of Evil minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. 1, 2, 3, 4. No Masters of Evil minion. So the card is considered fulfilled. We did deck out. So we get an acceleration token, and then this thing provides us another acceleration token. And it comes with 6. I think we probably have 25 damage easily. Well, actually, I don't know easily. I think we have 25 damage. So I'm not 100% sure that we care about that. Because I think we can just deal the damage. And then Master Plan. Alrighty. Okay, we're not going to care about that. Put 4 threat on each side scheme in play. Okay. Pass the token. Okay, so we need to deal 25 damage. We've got we got a haymaker. Let's look at Panther. Panther's got, we've got 2, 5, 7. Panther's claws is 11, 12, 13. There's 13 damage off of just basic activations. We could have Hulk for 16 if we wanted to. Which means that if we can get a fully charged energy channel, we win. Right? So there's 2. Or do we throw Nick out there and let Nick do his thing? We also have a Photonic Blast, which Photonic Blast is 5 damage just straight up, which is not too shabby. Let's go ahead and do Helicarrier, and let's use a Haymaker to play a Photonic Blast. So deal 5 damage to an enemy. We're going to deal it to Klaw. If we used a Lightning, we did draw a card into a Hawkeye. Alrighty. Down to 20 damage. Let's use... How many Wakanda Forevers do we have? We've seen 2. We have 1 in our hand. So we have 2 more in the deck. So the question is do we... Nope, wrong hand. Do we have... Do we have a bigger chance to deal damage with Captain Marvel or to deal damage with Black Panther? Also, we have 2, 4, 6. We have a lot of damage. I don't know why I'm counting this up. Yeah, we're fine. Avengers Mansion is going to draw Captain Marvel a card, which is a Make the Call. Let's go ahead and toss these 4 for a Nick Fury. Nick Fury, we're going to deal 4 damage to the villain. I think it's 4, right? 4 damage to an enemy. He was at 20, so we take him down to 16. Nick is going to attack for 2. Take him down to 14. Captain Marvel is going to attack for 2. Take him down to 12. I'm going to go 2, 4, 6 to take 12 to take him down to 6. We got 3, 4, 5, and Panther's Claw. So yeah, we'll go 3 to deal 2. And then we'll pass it over to Black Panther to do a Wakanda Forever to finish the game. So we will deal whatever we want and activate Panther's Claws last to deal 4 damage to the villain. We got a victory. It's amazing how much damage you can put out, and it's just something that my playstyle, I'm so much more on the control side of the spectrum where I want to control the game, get everything clean, and just manage it very, very like closely. But it's like we just threw down like, I don't even remember how much that was. Oh yeah, we have the Actually, hold on. This is more fun because I remember that I do see how much damage we can do. See how much damage we can do. We can do. So we're at 3. Let's go 2. I forgot that we do this. This is fun. Let's go Mansion to draw a card into a Strength. We will use a First Aid to play a Wakanda Forever. So we'll deal 1 and 1 using our daggers. We'll Vibranium Suit to heal 1 and deal 1. So now we'll count up. Panther's Claws to deal 4. Or I guess Tactical Genius to remove 1. Panther's Claws to deal 4. Hulk Smash 3. Discard Hulk. The force response. So total of 8 extra damage. There you go. Klaw is vanquished. That was super fun. I thank you, and again, I'm sorry I forgot who asked me to do this, but thank you for the suggestion. It was really fun to kind of build some decks around the core set stuff, and that's fun. I got a couple other ideas, but I'm flexing in between, challenging, thematic, restricted gameplays, and I'm having just a lot of fun with it. So if you have any suggestions, throw them out there. I'm going to try and do a better job of knowing who sent those in, so hopefully I can give a shout out to whoever sends them in the video. But thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Peace.